This lecture, we are going to understand the source data that we are going to deal with throughout the rest of the module. So here we have the data of the website IMDb. It's a website where you can give ratings and reviews to movies and understand the different aspects about it, such as the cast, the genre, etc. etc. We have the data of this particular website and we have different characteristics about different movies. We start off with the title. So we have the title of different movies. Then we have the release date. We have the release date starting from, if you look at the filter and go down, as you can see, we start off from 1920 and go on till 2015. So it's a really good data set, really huge data set. Then we have color black and white. That is, was the movie black and white or was it a color movie? Then we have the genre of the movie, the language in which it was made, the country in which it was released, the rating given to that particular title, or I would say the movie, the lead actor of the movie, the director's name, the lead actor's Facebook likes. Let's remove the filter for now. As you can see, here we have lead actor's Facebook likes. Then we have the cast Facebook likes, the director Facebook likes, the movie Facebook likes, and then we come to the IMDb score. So out of 10, what is the score that the movie got on IMDb? It could be 8.3, 6.3, anything from 1 to 10. Then we have total reviews. That is, how many people gave a review to the movie. In this case, as you can see, we have 260 people giving a review. So the average of 260 people and their reviews is 8.3 for the IMDb score. So out of 36 people here, you have 6.3 as the average rating given by these 36 people or 36 reviewers. We have 65 people reviewing and having the average of 7.7 and so on. Then we have the duration of the movie in minutes. So what is the length of the movie in minutes? Then we have two columns, two values here, that is gross revenue and gross budget. So this is the data that we are going to be dealing with. Now, what we need to do is convert this data into a table. And the reason for that is I'm going to use this as my source data in order to create a pivot table. If I simply refer to this entire data, which if you see goes on till 3726th row, almost 3700 rows of data, I would be able to use a pivot table. But if in the future I add more data here, let's say the data from 2016 to 2020, then I will have to manually update my source data while using a pivot table, which is something that I don't want. If I simply convert this into a table and refer to a table when it comes to creating a pivot table, my table will automatically expand whenever more data is added at the bottom, and I will not have to change my source data for a pivot table. You will be getting more clarity on this when we look at how we could refresh pivot tables. But for now, let's convert this into a table. So I'll go inside my data, press Ctrl T to open up the create table dialog box. Here we have the data selected from A1 to R column, that is the budget column, 3726th cell, or I would say the row. So this is the data that we want. In case it does not do a good job in selecting the data, you could simply remove it, click on the first cell, Control Shift right, Control Shift down to select the entire data. Put a tick mark here for my table has headers and click on OK. Once you do that, your data has now been converted into a table and you have the table design at the top, which if you go to any other cell which is not a table, you will not have. So I'll go back to my data here and finally what I will do is rename this table. Right now it might be called table 2 because this is the second table that we have inserted in this workbook. I want to change this to IMDb only. I want to give it a name IMDb. So I'll go to table design. That's where we can change our table name. And under table name, that's the first option that we have here. Change table 2 to IMDb and hit enter. Once you hit enter, the name is fixed and now the table is called IMDb. So this is how you can create a table and rename it to whatever you want. That's it for this lecture, and I'll see you in the next one.